Okay, guys, we've got this morning's promo code, which is 2293107, and a few electronic items today, which is nice. Nice to have electronic items for a change. Also, just a quick update. We were talking about here on YouTube about the Silo TVs, and one of the users pointed out that the Silo TV's website hasn't been updated since 2014. And I checked it out, and sure enough, it hasn't been updated since 2014. And on further inspection, the Silo company that's located in California is no longer in business. So we kind of come to the conclusion in the comments section that probably Fry's bought all of their leftover stock before they ceased business operations. So there you go. So I don't know what's going to happen with warranties and etc. I guess if anything goes wrong with those TVs, you'll have to bring them in and get a refund. You're not going to get a, well, you might be able to get a replacement. They've got enough stock, I guess. Anyway, promo codes. So we've got a Motorola two-way radio, Motorola CLS 1110, which is a business radio. They've only got $10 off with the promo code, which brings it down to 159. But I don't know if you guys get into radios much, but that's sort of one of my things that I have an interest in, and I don't know why anyone would pay that much for a 1 watt. That is a 1 watt radio there, with all the features that you can get and less on a Bofang handheld radio. I don't know why anyone would spend that kind of money on something like that when you could buy a Bofang. Is it 5AU or UA5 radio for like $30 to $40, pretty much everywhere, eBay, wherever, brand new, way more features. BNC connectors, hex crimp connectors, save $5 here, save $4 there. This is handy if you were a person that was a TV installation person, or a cable installer. These connectors would probably be okay, but I used to actually install cable, and we got them for a lot cheaper than that. That was 20 years ago though, but we got them a lot cheaper than that. Yeah, other things on here like the cable checker, save $10 here for the stripper as well. Cable stripper, not an actual stripper. Um, there's a few other things here. This one saved $45 for this one here. This Sure Punch PDT with, what is that? That's some sort of electric drill of sorts. Some sort of cutter, electronic cutter. A little electronic kit here. Looks like there's a few little robot kits and things like that that have had $40 off here and another $40 off over here. There's nothing. There's nothing exciting on here. There's nothing like universal AC to DC adapter with the multiple voltages for $8. They're quite handy to have. I mean, I don't know if, unless you were really like I really need these items. I don't know if you go into the store. 5-port gigabit switch, wireless outdoor access point, save 110. See, it says it was $300, but I really can't see anyone's honestly selling for $300. More things. Alexa globes. These globes, Wi-Fi globes, work with Alexa. Yeah, they're great value, but I tell you what, if you care about your privacy, you've got to be really careful with some of these Internet of Things type devices, which will eventually have 5G in them. security cameras, you know, save $10, save $10. There's nothing really radical here. I mean, 32 gigabyte SD card, that's not bad for $7, I guess. Yeah, there's still people getting rid of laptops with smaller solid state drives than 32 gig, unfortunately. Well, those netbooks have small drives in them, so they're handy for people like that who can have that slot to be able to put a little extra memory in, even though it isn't real fast. This is one of the things I noticed when I went into Fry's recently too. They had a lot of external hard drive enclosures, you know, the empty ones that you can put a drive into and then use that drive in other computers, or just extra storage. They had a lot of those cases, but they only had one hard drive. Actually, 128 gigabyte micro SD card, Hyundai brand. I've never actually bought a Hyundai brand SD card. I wonder, have you guys ever used one? Because I don't know what the quality's like, because I know some of the cards can be really unreliable and get corrupted really easily. I'd be interested if that's a good card. I'll go out and get that. It looks like it's got all the speed to be able to record 4K video to it, which I guess would almost have to be a standard by now, surely. USB 3.0 to a SATA adapter and IDE adapter. That is a great tool for a technician if you don't have one already. And I guess that's sort of kind of around the price that you'd expect to pay for one retail. What's this? So this is a NAS cloud. This is got an Intel quad-core CPU in it. So it's $300 normally, and they've put it down to $279. So it'll take $20 off. I would like to see the specs on this. Extra specs. That looks like it's probably reasonable value. It depends. It really does depend. A lot of people will put things together now, and they'll use a Raspberry Pi, whatever the latest version is, and chuck a few USB sticks on them for NAS storage. A lot of these things, that looks really great. It's got a remote control and everything. What's the remote control for? Is that can it plug into? Okay, so it does work as a kind of a media server, of course. So the remote control you could use on your TV. That's cool. Yeah, that's not a bad promo code day, I guess. There's a few crappy items there and a few things that they don't have the computers and laptops that they used to have. Yes, they've got a few tablets here, one for $10 off here, and another Naxa one here. And Naxa really is crap. They make absolute rubbish. Here's the CDRs, more CDRs, some USB sticks, gaming chair, $100 off a gaming chair. Infrared medical thermometer. Got a few. They have got a few things on here that are to do with I guess personal protection still, but it's not as bad as the last email, which is really nice. Display port to DVI. Yeah, a few converter cables here that are quite handy. Pardon me. VGA splitter. There certainly is some stuff here that you really have to be needing to justify. 128 gigabyte USB 3.0 stick for $24. That's not too bad. That's a pretty good price. Clearly you're going to be able to buy it online a lot cheaper, but that's going to be a lot cheaper than, say, going to Best Buy, I would say. So that's not a bad one, guys. Probably drilled it on a little bit too long here, but let me know what you think, and tell me what you think about the Silo TVs, the company that makes the Silo TVs being out of business. What's your theory on how the stock was acquired? Okay, see you next time, guys.